Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of FSi DFS Fantasy Baseball Picks. I'm your Smugglers 31. Hope you had a great weekend. I did on Friday night. I took down the 222 on FanDuel, so won $1,000 there, and had some other good hits this weekend. So doing well. Hopefully, you keep the hot streak going tonight. 9 games, no weather concerns. So let's get into it. Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, wind blown out at the Great American Small Park, 86 degree, great hitting weather. I don't think I'm touching either one of these pitchers here. Not interested. I mean, Spires maybe in the cheap category, but uh, probably get you 10 to 12 DK points, so potentially there. That wise, Pittsburgh definitely probably one of my favorite cheap stocks here in Cincinnati. Um, it's definitely probably your top three um, favorite overall stacks here. So Uh, especially against a lefty, Fairchild could be leading off at 2.8. That's a great cheap price for you there. Candelario's been hot. Stevenson at catcher at 4K is not bad. India's even been heating up a little bit, so lots of ways to go there. Toronto Blue Jays go to Fenway, wind blown out here, 10 miles per hour, 76 degrees. Another great hitting environment. Chris Bassett struggled recently. Lefty power here in Boston scares me off of him. So even though I have him in the high salary range, I think he's probably going to be a fade for me. And I like him, but the 10-5, I just think I'd rather prioritize other things on the slate. There's other pitchers that I would rather pay up for here. So bat wise, Toronto, they've they got IKF leading off, who's pretty cheap. They're not striking out, but Hauk's really strong against righties, just not against lefties, and they really don't have any lefties. Like Commercial might be out of the lineup. He's got a back problem, so I think I'm going to leave the Blue Jays on the shelf as just a leverage stack here. And Boston, really like them here, especially like I said, the lefties. Duran, Abreu's back in the lineup. Devers, Valdez, even Wong as catcher hits lefties, righties well. Um, so many different ways that you can build here. It's a great hitting situation for them. Atlanta Braves and St. Louis Cardinals, Schwellenbach and Lynn. Schwellenbach had a good outing last time. The Cardinals just they don't have the K upside that they had early in the year. I mean, I guess recently, if I look at the data here, because I just updated that today, that they're back to almost 25%, but they've seemed to be more patient. So I guess maybe there are some strikeouts. So Schwellenbach is probably in play in the mid range, but Steele and Waldron are definitely the head of the class there. Lynn, like he hasn't been doing well recently, and even though this Braves offense has been super frustrating, and I mean, Clinic has a little bit of power lefty. Albies is always a threat. Olson too. Uh, I don't know if I could find enough to make a stack here. And GPP, I'm fine with it. I've been throwing Forest Wall in my stacks just because of his speed that he has and doing kind of wraparound things. So if he's on and then Clinic Albies, Ozuna, Olson, Riley, something like there. Murphy's been decent as catcher. They've been just flipping him with D'Arno. But righty, I'm not sure if I'm going there. Cardinals on the other side. Uh, Burleson, Gorman, I mean, Donovan. There's some cheap pieces that you can take there. Win as a decent shortstop fill in on any slate with his speed too. So 93 degrees with the wind blowing out in good hitting conditions. So I think you can go some St. Louis Cardinals, probably my second favorite cheap stack there. Dodgers go to Chicago, wind blowing in 6 miles per hour here, helps pitching just a little bit there. Paxton has been rough this season, but I don't know if we're on White Sox, I would actually try to pay against them. Maybe Pham is one off Luis Roberts. Jimenez is banged up. I don't know if he'll be in. Zhang has had some flashes here and there. Same thing with Vaughn. So they're probably going to throw out an all right-handed lineup. So I'm not going Paxton here. I mean, he's in the mid range. I think he's probably the riskiest. If you're playing 150 max, maybe a couple just in case he goes out there. The White Sox, probably have like a 25% K rate against him. So there are some strikeouts in the lineup. Crochet on the other side, it's finally dropped below 10K. It's a tough match against the Dodgers, but I really think that he's been almost matchup proof here. So if they're trying to shop him, this is a great one. If he goes out there and shows that he can shut down the mighty Dodgers lineup, then he may get traded to a contender before the deadline here. So definitely like him as a GPP low owned play. That wise, Dodgers. If I am taking a shot against the good pitcher here. I'm just sticking with the righties. Smith, Hernandez, Pagas, Rojas, maybe throw in a tiny if you have the salary. But he's still 6'6". I mean, it's very, very expensive for the matchup here. Like I said, White Sox, maybe Fan, maybe Roberts, but I don't know if I can find 5 bats to throw against what's in here, even though Paxton's in bad. Miami Marlins and Kansas City. Munoz and Reagans. Munoz, no thank you. Reagans, yes, please. Favorite pitcher on the slate. Marlins would just be a leverage stack, and Kansas City against Munoz. If Frazier's back in the lineup leading off at 2-6, that's nice there. Whit right in, fine with Pascatino, Melendez. So there's definitely plenty of places to go here for Kansas City bats, and it's 98 degrees, almost 100 degrees at the time that the first pitch with wind blowing out 10 miles per hour. Awesome hitting environment there. Texas and Milwaukee, Lorenzen and Peralta. No, thank you to Lorenzen. He's not been great, and Milwaukee has times where their offense can really thrive. And Peralta on the other side, he's struggled recently. And even though Texas hasn't been great recently either, they still have a decent lefty power against him. So Texas bats, I think, would be leverage. I think Peralta will probably have some ownership because people look at the name and not at the recent form. So again, like Seager, Josh Smith at 3.7's nice there, low at 3.4, and then mixing some right-handed bats. And Milwaukee against Lorenzen, you can pretty much play anybody. Probably Trangs leading off. Contreras is expensive. I don't know if I go that far up for catcher to Yelich. Adames, I think, can hit a home run against him, even righty on righty. And Frelick at 3.7 makes the stack a little bit easier to work with. The Toilet Bowl, Oakland and Los Angeles, Medina and Canning. Really don't probably want to play either of these pitchers, but I think Canning does have a little bit of upside here with Oakland having almost a 30% K rate at times. So there are some strikeouts in this lineup. Medina on the other side, I mean, the Angels, I don't know. I think his ceiling's 10. So at 5.5, if you need him, try to get some bats and some high pay up pitchers in, then go for it in GPP. So I'm not touching him in cash and probably won't play him at all. Oakland bats, you can build a really nice lineup here against Griffin with lefties, Soderstrom, uh, Today, I think Rooker and Andahar just like in the middle lineup here. I don't know if I play Max Showman against him, but again, however you want to build here, if you're looking for some cheap fill-ins, Oakland definitely works. Same thing with the Angels on the other side, looking a little bit better with what I've seen this season. I play them every single day. Chanel, so now Ward, Redding, is fine, Calhoun. So that's some cheap pieces just to fill in the rest of your lines, I think. Washington Nationals and San Diego Padres, Patrick Corbin and Waldron. Corbin, I can make a case for here because Tatis is banged up. He's got a tricep injury. I don't know if he'll be in there. Machado hasn't been hot. I know they have 5.17 total, but if you're trying to take it out of GPP, like people are like, oh, Corbin's a gas can, don't play him. If you look back, he has had some decent starts where he's gotten anywhere in the high teens in DK points, and at 5.8, that could be good for you. Um, on the slate, Waldron on the other side, I think is probably one of he or Steele is probably gonna be chalk for your SP2 build with Reagans if I'm probably trying to project ownership for you. So the Nationals, like his balls are very hard. They're um, coming off of cores, so I don't think I'm going to play Washington more than just a leverage stack. Was it this Rosario? One of the Rosarios got hit in the head by a pitch, so I don't know if they'll be in. So, I mean, that's another bad out of there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wait and see how the Washington Nationals do. I mean, they're one of the ones that helped me with the 1K is the Washington Baltimore stack, so I kind of, I'm thankful for them, but I don't think this is the slate to play them. San Diego, it makes sense to play against Corbin. So Tatis if he's in, Profar. It's been hot. Solano can has multiple home run upside. Machado if he can get his act together. Maybe Kim will move up in the batting order. Hig Ashok, the catcher, Kyle. He was a former Yankee. Like he used to mash lefties, especially in spring training. Won a lot of money on him over there. So definitely some probably second favorite stack here. But I think Corbin could be sneaky in a GPP if you want to play both sides. Cubs in San Francisco, Jason Steele, Parker upgrade here. The Giants are banged up. They've got so many guys on the injured list, and I know they'll probably throw an all right-handed lineup against him, but I'm fine. I think Steele will do very well here. And I said either he or Waldron will be my chalk SP2. Um, and then Howard on the other side, probably gonna be a bullpen game, not gonna be very deep. Cubs have really turned on recently. It's a park downgrade, obviously, for them, but I think you can look at them as GPP for bats. So let's see what we got for builds and get you on your way for your Monday. So, Reagan, Steeler, Waldron, like I've been saying, and I'm going to play Cincinnati and Kansas City. So, Stevenson or Perez at catcher, Steer at first base. Second base, you have Frazier if he's there, India, Candelario third, De La Cruz or Witt at shortstop. They're both around the same price range. Only a couple, if you want to punt and pay down there, I get it. Fairchild, super cheap, and then you have so many bats between Cincinnati and Kansas City in the outfield that you can fill in your lineup. Give me Crochet against the Dodgers, and then while we're going crazy, why don't we go Corbin against San Diego? If those two pitchers hit, it could be a wonderful night. So I'm going to take the left-handed bats of Boston in Fenway against a weak pitcher with wind blowing out and high temperatures. So Devers, Duran, Brayu is the core. I'm going to go there. I don't Wong is catcher there. I'm fine with over trying to get Contreras in the lineup, but Tellison and Cruz. Actually, no, sorry. I went not going on Milwaukee. I thought about Milwaukee. I'm going Pittsburgh. Telus used to play on Pittsburgh's gonna be screwed up there, but no, I'm going the Pirates. So Telus batting fourth and Cruz, and then figure out another Pittsburgh outfielder or Red Sox outfielder. Cheap Rafael, I like there. And maybe play the Pittsburgh catcher, go for a one off there to fill in the line. So I got for you. If you have any questions, put them chat below. Hit me with Guru31 on Twitter/X. If you want more information on FSi DFS, just go to the description of the video and the link to sign up for, or just go into our webpage to see all our subscriptions are there for you. And if these videos help you, like, subscribe to our channel, and share with your friends. So thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow for Tuesday's breakdown, probably a pretty big slate for you. So good luck in your contest. Hope your week starts out really well, and I'll see you next time.